What if I told you Postgres killed the graph database, the PG Repack extension, and join headaches all in one releases? If you ever spend a quite a long time, so for example, you have a five tables: customer, billing, the day of purchase, and what are the frequent purchase, product details. So all the tables, when you can able to do the join longer, or you have a millions of records, this join cannot be performed better way. Also, customer wants to perform a vacuum full to reclaim the space on the production database, make the exclusive lock, and for the longer duration for your existing object. So obviously our choice will go to minimal lock contention. So that method which is offered as a third party extension is PG Repack. If you know already this pain, the Postgres has always been just use it everything database, but there always been friction underneath that mantra. Postgres 19 aiming to erase this friction completely. We are talking native grab queries, zero downtime, table maintenance, and fix one of the most annoying patterns in application code, all baked directly into the core, no extension, no workaround. By end of this video, you will know exactly why people are calling this is a landmark release. The atomic is get or create. Let's start with something small but mighty. You have written this pattern, like you have created or you are trying to insert the value in the table, but you want to verify which is already exist or not. To go, if already exists, go fetch it instead. Historically, that's to around and insert followed by on conflict do nothing, then separate select if nothing comes back. It works, but it's not an atomic, which means under concurrency you hit race condition. So this is the example. So when you are trying to do the insert, what if the data is already exist, we will mention it on conflict do nothing, and explicitly we have to select the particular email is already exist or not. But when it comes to the Postgres 19, we can eliminate this select as a second line. We can do it on the same query itself. That is, we can perform insert into the users, so the values followed by on conflict email id do nothing. Instead of that, we can use do select returning. So the returning also you can mention it what are the columns can be written. So this is one trip to the database, no rest conditions. If you are building something at scale, you can even chain for update to lock that existing row in the same breath. Fetch lock automatically done. The another feature is you can see this headline. There is a customer orders product. So this is what in the initially I was talking about. When you have a couple of tables as a Postgres, so we have to interlink, which means each table have the primary key and foreign key. So this kind of relation it has. So when you are trying to join that, you have used the unique columns. Based on that, you will build a join to fetch the data. Right now we have a three tables: customer, order, product. You want to get that which customer has purchased night shoe on which date. So for that, what you need to do, you have to join the three tables and get the data. If the same data which requires for last 5 years or 10 years, query would be same. you will add that the date range, right? But the data of a data of extraction from the original table is quite high. So in this scenario, these joins could cause the performance issue. But in the 19 handle very different way, which means the Postgres let you define a graph layer on the existing schema itself without touching a single row. You can create a graph table like this. Edge defines the relationship. So once your setup is done, match the columns like this, match the customers table into the customer orders and the orders which have the order id items. So like this same way, you can compare the number of tables drastically, easier to read, and honestly, which improves the performance and get the result as much as you expected as a fast. Now I want to be straight with you. It is not a drop in replacement something like Neo4j. If you need seriously traversal performance at a scale, think of it more like a view layer for the relationship. But for the vast majority relational workloads out there, there is a massive win for the developer experience. As you know, anyone who knows the work in the Postgres database, so they already aware about the blot. MVCC means so update the whole space reusable, but it does not give the disk space back to the OS. The traditional fix is vacuum full locks the entire table. That is a non-starter if you are running the anything to the customer facing. But Postgres 19 ship a native repack command which you pair it with the concurrently. Your table stays fully readable and writable while it rewrites itself into a clean and compact file. The catch is you will need enough free space to the temporarily hold a second copy of the table and it indexes during the rewrite, so plan your storage accordingly. But operationally, this quietly removes the need of the third-party tools like PG Repack for the most standard use cases. The Postgres 19 offers a few of the features also. The one is plan pinning. Capture a known fast query plan and lock it so the planner cannot suddenly change its mind and tank your performance. For example, the one query lasted 6 months was working fine, but suddenly it was changed its plan in the sense we can use the older plan by using the plan pinning method. JIT is off by default. The planner cost estimates for when JIT compilation actually helps were unreliable, so the team just flipped by the default. Also, the third feature parallel index vacuum. So the first time multiple workers can clean up the indices simultaneously, shrink your maintenance window on big tables. And also the smarter group by. So previously in the group by you have to mention the number of column name, but right now you can directly use instead of using your selected columns. So it depends on the primary key, you don't have to list every single one anymore, which means you can directly call group by all also. The next one is copy to JSON. So the copy to JSON is native JSON export straighter from copy command. No external scripts were required. Here is that the Postgres 19 is going to call the extension tags all operational overhead of bolting the third party tools, things that honestly should have been core whole time. So native grabs, zero downtime maintenance, atomic upserts. It's a series of release. As of now, the beta 2 has been released on July 2026. So now with that testing is going on. Expect the general availability is either September or October 2026. That official Postgres 19 would be available. So if you are waiting for that, This feature can enhance your day-to-day life. You can just try the beta version and explore the options or features as well. And also, it is a recommended to use always n-1 in the database version. So if you're planning to move your production into the 19, I would recommend first upgrade till 18 and check the features and compatibility. So your non-prod can be executed on the 19, verify all the compatibilities, these features, understand the bug fixes. So which gives you the better idea to work on the Postgres 19 as well. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel for the more technical related videos. Thank you for watching.